In today's gospel, Jesus says some interesting things to Nicodemus. He says, if you can't believe when I tell you about earthly things, how can you believe when I tell you about heavenly things? The truth is, in a lot of ways, things start with the earthly. When the apostles are going around and proclaiming the resurrection, people believe them because they're witnesses to it, not because they've seen some heavenly thing themselves, but they've seen the testimony of human beings, of earthly beings. It's interesting that these readings fall also on the memorial of St. Anselm, the great theologian. One of the things St. Anselm is best known for is his proof for the existence of God. And he starts with something earthly. He says the proof for the existence of God is that we can imagine something, that we can imagine some being greater than which nothing else can be imagined. His argument is that the very thought that we can imagine something greater, something so great that nothing can be greater, is proof in itself of the existence of God. Now, you may not buy that proof, but it's interesting because what he's saying in a way is that the proof is inside us. The proof is in our imagination, in our mind, and that we find the logic for that proof in our very existence, in our very being, in the way that we think, in the way that we believe. That seems like kind of what Jesus is trying to convince Nicodemus of. Just look at what you experience in earthly life, and that'll help you understand what's happening in the heavenly life. Just like many of the things that we understand about God, we can only understand in comparison to things of this earth. So let us endeavor then to see God in earthly things, in all the things around us, and the people whom we love, and the people whom we encounter every day, in the ways in which we encounter God in nature. And then from there, we will open ourselves up to belief in things eternal, in things heavenly, in a God nothing greater than which we can imagine.